Hello, Philippines. Hello, world. And hello, Cagayan de Oro. So, this will be my first interview. Talagang natatawa ako kasi kinakabahan ako sa first interview na to. But, I just want to make it real and raw. 'Di ba? Katulad ng guest natin for today. She's really raw and real. And yung napaka-ano talaga, 'di ba? So, I don't know how to describe her, but I'm gonna introduce my guest for today sa mga listeners natin. So my guest is a podcast strategist specializing in booking and guest management. By the way, for everyone who doesn't know me, I'm Nisa. I'm a podcast manager, podcast launch and management strategist, and yeah, mainly from Cagayan de Oro, Mindanao. But yeah, so today I introduce China Lapasanda. Hello, sis! Oh my God!
Yes, yes. Ano ba
Hello.
'to, good
So,
morning ba?
yeah, good
Good morning,
afternoon.
good afternoon. Yan. Good evening. Baka mamaya meron kang listeners all over the world.
All right. I think so kasi may mga clients na friend ko na sa Facebook. So, mostly kasi yung andito is sa Facebook and YouTube. But, hello everyone all over the world. Ganun yung mangyayari. So, today, pag-uusapan namin ni Chai or ni Sis Chai yung yung topic about time management. And this is the thing that she is really interested in and yung gustong-gusto niyang i-share. I'm really not good in time management, Chai, but I really want to know how you do it. Like you're also a mom, right?
Yes, yes. Mom
Yes.
of, teenager na, 60 years old.
All right. And ano din? Um for mom tawag ba niyan? Yung may
For mom,
may
oh yes, for mom ng dalawang Maltese. Pero mukhang
ay
chihuahua.
all right. So, but before anything else, I'll give you the floor para introduce yourself mo, Sis Chai. So, go and introduce yourself to the audience.
Thank you, Sisney. So, hello everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hiramin ko lang yung line ni Chang, yung ating mentor. My name is China Latasanda. You may call me Chai. And I'm a podcast booking strategist for quite a while. um, So yun yung yun yung ginagawa ko online. And then offline, I'm doing some trainings for productivity and time management. Since eto na yung previously during my offline work, talagang nasa training ako since 2018. Um, And then, medyo na-focus ako on soft skills and nagustuhan ko tong topic ng productivity and time management. So this is what I'm sharing with all of you today, guys. I hope you learn more dito sa ating conversation. This is actually exactly what we want for your listeners to get something from our conversation today.
Yes, I agree, sis. Kasi part of adulting is, to let us deal with our time. Kasi as we grow older, may mga instances na di mo na alam yung priority mo. Ano ba, example,
Exactly.
you're a mom, 'di ba? So I really struggle with time management. Like parang nabubuhay na lang ako na kulang yung 24 hours, my lord, bakit ganito? So yeah, and I'm so excited to hear your advice and your strategy, mostly kasi strategist tong guest natin eh. So alam kong may experience at the same time yung talagang na try niya ito personally for her career and for family. Tama ba?
Yes, yes. And hindi siya ang cliche kasi dito, parang time management, parang madali lang yan, i-manage mo lang naman yung time. There's no, really, we cannot really manage time sa totoo lang. What we're managing is our life. So, um, pag when I always hear time management, I always think about life management. And hindi
Wow.
naman sobrang biglaang mangyayari. Parang mag-aaral ka ngayon ng time management. Kinabukasan or the next week, parang ano mo na, master mo na. Definitely not.
Oh, that's actually a gold mine right now. So I really thought, no, kaya pala nagsa-struggle ako sa time management because I'm not actually putting it into life management. And gets mo yun? Gusto mo
Yes.
lang mag-manage ng time but you're not putting your life onto it. Like, kaya ba? Ano ba to? But so, let's not, hindi ko na papatagalin to. So, I really want to know or I want to know more. So, I'll give you the floor. Define what is time management for you and what got you interested in studying or dealing more about this, is Chai?
Ang ganda na, ang ganda naman ng first question mo, sis. Pero, ano, um, time management for me is really life management. And I got it from the time management master, si Brian Tracy. Siya talaga yung parang mentor ko. Hindi naman personally, pero sa kanya ko lahat nakuha lahat ng learnings, knowledge, and wisdom when it comes to that part of, ano, of my productivity. So, time management for me again is always life management because every one of us has 24 hours and hindi dahil kulang tayo ng oras, kundi dahil hindi tama yung mga priorities natin sa 24 hours na yun. And then, ano nga ba yung pangalawang question, sis?
So, yun nga, define and what got you interested
Ah,
in
okay.
studying or, dealing more with time management? Or you say life management?
Yes, nung una, ano talaga ako eh, I'm into productivity talaga. Until I discover na yung pinaka-core ng productivity is really managing your time. And when you say you manage your time, you manage your life. Kasi hindi naman, there's no such thing as really time management. It's always life management. So, during those times, ang dami-dami kong gustong gawin, which I know a lot of your listeners would agree na there's really a lot of things to do in a day. And sabi nga, doon natin minsan nasasabi na wala na kasing oras eh. But really, it boils down to ano ba talaga yung priority mo that day. So, masyado akong na-fascinate i-master yung paano ko i-handle yung time ko. Kasi sa totoo lang, yung word na procrastination, ako yun, parang gano'n. Parang pag sinabi mong, sige define China, procrastinator, parang gano'n. Pero, on the other side, I'm not really procrastinating. I'm just mismanaging my priorities. So, kaya, yun, doon nabuhay yung passion ko to learn more about what really is time management, what is productivity. Kasi gusto kong maging productive pero parang ayaw sumang-ayon ng katawan ko at saka ng mood ko. But as I learn it, um, na na ano ko yung mga law kung papaano ba talaga gumagalaw yung productivity sa isang tao or kung paano siya nangyayari sa isang tao.
Alright. O, 'di ba? Ang dami nun, sis. medyo, medyo nag-relate ako sa self ko na, oo nga, no? Ganun pala talaga yun, no? Parang ako din yun, eh. And I know some of the
Oo.
listeners will, pag pinakinggan nyo to, yung tipong, um, we think we are managing our time, but actually there is no time management. There is life management. So you know your priorities. So, Sis Chai, what were some of the early challenges you face with let's say life management nung nagsisimula kang mag-ano? So what are the early? I want to know the earliest.
Alam mo discipline. Hindi lang ako, for sure lahat.
Lahat, even me.
Kasi yan
So,
talaga yung napakahirap eh. Feeling ko.
yung disiplina sa sariling oras, ganun ba sis? Yung sa sarili mismo, yung how you tawag ba nun, yung encourage yourself to do something to be productive, right? Yung gusto mong maging productive,
Oo.
sabi mo kanina, gusto kong maging productive but parang ayaw ng katawan ko. Ganun. Parang ayaw niya, gusto na niyang humilata at tsaka mag cellphone. Nakakailang reels na tapos hindi pa matapos-tapos yun. Sasabihin mo, hindi enough yun 4 hours.
Yes.
Pero ang
Pero 2
daming
hours ka na palang nag-i-scroll, 'di ba?
oh, 'di ba? Tama. That's actually discipline, right? Disiplina sa
Yes.
sarili.
So, yung sa discipline kasi, kaya ko siya yung nasabi ko is because, um, for you to, para sa akin for you to be able to manage your life, kailangan mong first mag-decide. That's the that's the number one thing you need to do. You need to decide muna if you're into it 100% or hindi. Kasi kung hindi, yung kasunod nun, discipline, hindi mo siya hindi ka magtatagumpay 100% doon. Unless you decide, say for example, this week gusto kong ma-reach goal na 'to. Say for example, gusto kong makapag-create ng content for this week. Unless you decide you want that so badly, hindi ka magkakaroon ng disiplina to really go into that and to achieve that goal na gusto mong magkaroon. Gusto mong gumawa ng content for next week. So, I think discipline and sobrang hirap niya kasi sobrang hirap labanan yung mood mo unang-una, yung thoughts mo, yung gumagana sa isip mo ngayon, yung mood mo, at saka yung feeling mo, yung nararamdaman mo ngayong araw. See, for example, pagising mo, hindi maganda yung mood mo. Sabi nga nila, wake up on the other side of the bed. Parang ganyan. So, hindi maganda yung mood mo. Unless hindi ka decided to do or to get that goal, lalamunin ka nung feeling mo na yun, yung thought mo na yun, yung emotion mo na yun, hanggang sa buong araw ka na palang hindi productive. Parang ganun.
Tam I agree. I agree with that because I always, parang araw-araw ata nangyayari sa akin yung ganyan na feeling na ang hirap idisiplina ng sarili. Pag hindi ka
Mhm.
willing, yung parang wala kang eagerness, tama ba, to do something badly. So, lalamunin at lalamunin ka nung procrastination, nung mamaya na mood, mamaya na system.
Mm.
nung, mamaya ko na to gagawin. So, it's a way of procrastinating. And then, yun, ang ganda nun, sis. So, all right. So, now, since you have given those things to us, can you give some suggestions how the listeners can overcome these challenges in their own lives? Sa challenges, sa discipline, sa sarili, ganun. How? Or can you give us the strategy? Okay, I want now to know the strategy to make it, as early as possible in our 15 minutes.
Sige. So, kasi when I was starting, talagang all over the places ako eh. Ang pinakagusto ko lang is maging productive. Kaya, pumasok ako sa mga productivity courses, bumili ako ng mga courses, nag-enroll ako, nag-join ako sa mga training ng productivity. Pero, may mga makukuha ako ng mga strategies on how to, like, for example, Pomodoro, yung mga ganyan, mga time management tools, mga different type of routine na gagawin mo based on your personality, ganyan. Pero at the end of the day, parang sa akin, hindi siya ganun ka-effective unless unless you have that desire na talagang you have that desire na talagang gusto mong ma-achieve yung isang bagay. So, kasi ano everyday battle siya para sa akin, no? Yung sinasabi nga nila na replace your motivation with your desire, parang ganyan. Kasi
Mm.
hindi naman tayo everyday bigla na lang makakasalubong yung motivation, or everyday hindi ka naman pwede araw-araw titingin ka ng mga motivational, ano, 'di ba? Mga motivational message everyday. Hindi naman siya gano'n. It doesn't work that way. Some people do prayers, and that's okay. Kasi ano yan, parang routine na yan. Hindi siya yung motivation talaga.
Mm.
So, dati ang ginagawa ko, nakikinig ako everyday ng mga motivational. Pero alam mo yun, magkakaroon ka ng time na magsasawa ka. Parang alam ko na to. Alam ko na
Parang may
sasabihin eh.
familiarity, parang may
Oo, may
naging
familiarity na.
familiarity na yung nangyayari. Mm.
So, siguro, ang advice ko is, first is, yun, try to know yourself muna. Ano ka ba? Morning person ka ba? Kung morning person ka ba, ano ba usually yung oras na talagang nagigising ka? Is it 5 ba talaga? 5 a.m. ba talaga? Is it 6 ba? 7? So, kailangan huwag mong biglain. As a starter, huwag mong biglain yung sarili mo. Yung parang,
Mm.
kasi ano ko yan parang mistake ko yan before na hindi kailangan magigising ako 5 a.m. Tapos nakakatulog kasi ako mga 10, 11. So, parang hindi naman practical nagigising ka ng 5 a.m. kung matutulog ka ng mga 11, 12, or 10,
Mm.
10 ganyan. So, kasi kailangan mo ng enough sleep din para magkaroon ka ng enough energy sa buong araw. So, kailangan mo munang alamin mo muna yung sarili mo, and then very important sa akin, or very effective sa akin yung journaling. Every day sinusulat ko yung mga thoughts ko, ano ba yung nangyari ngayong araw. Actually, ang ginagawa ko lang yung parang time audit lang. Time audit lang lagi. Doon ko nare-realize na, hindi pala, fluctuating pala yung routine ko. Hindi pala siya talagang exactly ganitong oras ako gumigising sa isang araw. Hindi pala ganun. So yun, try to try to know yourself muna, and ano, just be easy on yourself. Kung talagang hindi ka magigising ng morning, huwag mo lang pilitin gumising ng morning. Pwede ka naman maging productive after mong gumising ng mga 9 a.m. The rest of that time, pwede mo namang gawing productive, diba? So, be easy on yourself and do yourself first.
Ang galing. Ang galing-galing. Kasi yun yung I think gusto ko ring gawin sa sarili ko, because we feel like we know ourselves, but then hindi pala totally, no, yung parang anong tawag nun, may nabasa ako nung isang araw, or may dumaan sa newsfeed ko na yung dinideny mo yung sarili mo minsan. There is a self-denial na you feel busy. Like example, let's say dun sa um, may mga obese or yung matataba. I'm also, mataba din ako. But minsan pag sinasabi na naging mataba lang ako kasi ganito, nasa genes na daw, nasa yung parang nasa family na, nasa blood na. But actually, it's not. 'Di ba? You're just making reasons. May self-denial na nangyayari. So example, yung mga sinasabi ng iba na busy ako hindi ko mapaprioritize yung mga ganyan, ganyan, ganyan. But mostly pala, hindi lang natin kilala yung sarili natin, or hindi natin kinikilala yung sarili natin. So I think that's the very important lesson na sinabi mo, sis, na I need also, and also maybe our listeners will get from that, to know yourself first before anything else, before you do anything else. Kasi it will be a first step na makikilala mo kung ano ba talaga yung morning person ka ba, evening, or whatever. So, with that, sis, how do you make the tough decision about what to focus on when everything seems equally urgent?
Alam
Hirap
mo
ng
kung
tanong.
alam mo kung bakit siya nagiging urgent?
Mm.
Kasi hindi siya ginawa agad. 'Di ba meron tayong ano yan eh, parang most urgent and important, important but not urgent. Um, bago siya mapunta doon sa
Urgent.
most important and most urgent. Tapos mapupunta siya sa important but not urgent. Bago siya mapunta doon sa important and urgent, mapupunta mo na yan sa important, not urgent. Pero dahil hindi mo ginawa, nagpo-procrastinate ka, tsaka siya mapupunta doon sa important and urgent. So kung sana ginawa mo na siya, nung important pa lang siya, pero hindi siya urgent, hindi na hindi na siya mapupunta doon sa important and urgent. So what I do is, um, nililista ko siya. Ang ginagawa ko, apat na ano siya eh. I forgot kung anong tawag dito, pero may tawag dito. Yung gano'n, yung parang chart na gano'n. Yung important, urgent, urgent, important, tapos, yun. So, ang ginagawa ko lang siyang tatlo. Kasi apat siya eh, di ba? So, ginagawa ko lang siyang tatlo. Urgent and important, tapos, important not urgent, tapos delegate. Actually, napakadaming strategy sa time management. So, pwedeng yung 80-20 rule, 80-20 rule, tapos merong ABCDE, yung A mo parang pinaka most important and urgent, parang ganun, tapos B mo yung hindi naman masyado, tapos yung C hindi naman, tapos yung D yung de-delegate mo or alisin mo na. So, ayoko ng komplikado. Ayoko ng komplikado. So, ang ginagawa ko lang tatlo. Urgent and important, yan ang gagawin ko. Not urgent and important, yan yung susunod na gagawin ko. Delegation, yung pangatlo. Yung pang-apat, sinasabi nila na parang i-ano mo na siya, tanggalin mo na siya yung pang-apat na listahan mo. Pero para sa akin, ba't ka pa maglilista ng pang-apat kung pwede namang, kung hindi mo talaga gagawin, ba't mo pa ililista, di ba? So, ang ginagawa ko is, every day, magsusulat ako ng tatlo. So, wait lang sis, medyo maingay ka. Okay. So, every day, ang ginagawa ko, magsusulat ako ng tatlo. Ililista ko yung mga urgent and important ko, tapos yung important, not urgent ko, yan yung susunod na gagawin ko. Tapos, lahat ng pwede mong hindi gawin, i-delegate mo na yan. Actually, ito yung pinaka-hirap ko dati. Siguro mga 2 years ago. Ang nakaano ko pa nga si ano neto, yung sa ano natin, sa group natin, si Ate Yuan sa value pad natin. So, siya yung unang tao na nag-help sa akin kasi sobrang hirap na hirap ako sa delegation. So, yun yung time na parang nag-decide talaga ako na sabi ko, kailangan matutunan ko. Tapos, yun na, nag-ano na ako sa time management and so on. So, ngayon, masasabi ko naman na okay na ako, yung parang alam ko na kung paano mag-delegate ng maayos. Dahil nag-decide ako na ayoko nang mamroblema sa delegation. So, yun yung ginagawa ko sa ngayon.
Alright. Ang daming nuggets nun na. Ang daming nuggets nun. So para akong nakikinig ng time management, productivity, life coaching, whatever is that. So sis, sabi mo kanina, 'di ba pinag-usapan natin yung sinabi mo na know yourself first. So kaya pala nagiging urgent talaga yung mga bagay kasi we did not do it ahead or yung hindi mo pa siya ginawa na hindi pa siya urgent. Dapat pala nililista talaga yung mga bagay-bagay, no?
Yes.
Ah.
Kaya sinasabi nila the best time to journal is actually when I say journal is kapag sinasabing journal, ang pumapasok sa isip ko is, hindi yung maglilista ka ng mga, yung mga task for tomorrow or for later. Dalawa yung book ko eh. I mean yung notebook ko na sinusulatan ko. Share ko lang sa iyo tsaka sa mga listeners. Yung isa, journaling book ko. Journaling notebook ko yun. Doon ko sinusulat yung parang something really strange happened ngayong araw or I'm really happy ngayong araw dahil, yan, susulat mo doon. Tapos, I'm so frustrated ngayong araw, I'm so sad ngayong araw dahil, susulat mo yan. Then, those are the feelings that you can go back to. Siguro, a month, 2 months, 3 months, or a year, bahala ka sa gusto mo, na you can go back to para makita yung pattern ng emotions mo or ng buhay mo. Those are journaling for me. Yung isang notebook ko is para lang sa masasabi kong time management na notebook or life management na notebook kasi doon ko nilalagay ano ba yung mga most important thing na gagawin ko ngayong araw. Ano ba yung mga urgent things and most important things? At ano ba yung mga i-delegate ko? Doon ko siya sinusulat. At hindi ako gumagamit ng productivity tool. I'm so sorry. Hindi ako gumagamit kasi masarap pa rin. Kasi di ba tayo lagi nasa screen eh. So, parang yun yung pahinga ko sa screen. So, talagang nag-handwritten ako ng mga ginagawa ko. So, yun yung yun
Ang
yung
galing.
share ko lang.
Alright. So, may nakuha ko doon na kasi I also like or love writing. Yung tipong hindi ko lang alam kung ano yung isusulat ko sa dami ng ideas and mind, especially when it comes to productivity. I try to do a to-do list. Pero grabe sis, gumawa ko ng to-do list, 10 to-do list or
Alam
minsan
mo,
umaabot na ng 20.
alam mo yung 10 or 20 to-do list mo, sis? Pag sinabihan kita na, sis, you only need to work 2 to 3 hours today. I'm sorry. Ano ba yung tatlo? Ano ba yung isang pinaka-importanting pag ginawa mo yan, solve ka na for today? Kasi the rest of that really doesn't matter. Or you can just delegate it.
I agree. And di ko na-realize yan. Actually, I'm still doing it. Like, at this moment, yung sa dami ng client task, sis, nako, hindi ko na alam. Yung tipong, paano ba to? Ang dami pang tapos na, ang nangyayari is, nabu-burn out ako pag tinitingnan ko na yung list ko. In that way, hindi ko na, parang, yun, hindi na ako magsusulat. Ano na lang, ganun na lang. So, ang ending, mawawala yung gana ko magsulat. So, sa productivity
Wala yung
daw,
gana mo na rin
oo,
magtrabaho. So, ending, hindi mo na nagawa lahat. Kasi, it doesn't work that way talaga. Siguro, what I can suggest for the people that are listening right now who is experiencing the same thing as you are experiencing is that ilista mo lahat, as in lahat ng gagawin mo or lahat ng to-do mo. Ako mas gusto ko siya ng weekly. Weekly ko siya nililista para isang buong linggo na yung medyo matatanggal sa sa isipin ko. So, ilista mo lahat ng gagawin mo in a week. Kasi kung routinely naman, kung lagi-lagi mong ginagawa, for sure malilista mo yan. And then, doon sa list mo, say for example, 10 or 20 siya, list of 20, piliin mo lang doon yung pinaka-importante na pagka hindi mo siya ginawa, wala kang pera. Parang ganon. Yung hindi ka magkakaroon ng pera. So, yung isang yon, that's your most important and most urgent thing na gagawin. And then, balik ka, pili ka uli ng siguro mga tatlo. That's your most important thing to do. Yun yung susunod na gagawin mo naman. Pag natapos mo na yung una mong gagawin. Yung most urgent and most important. And then the rest, pwede mo na siyang i-delegate or i-eliminate mo na. Totally. So, ito yung isa pang natin parang nadadapa tayo dito banda sa part na to is we try to do everything na hindi naman siya talaga high value task. So, ang ending, parang nagawa natin yung low value, pero yung high value na dapat supposedly na dapat natin gawin, yun yung hindi pa natin nagawa. Kaya, kaya at the end of the week, nagka-cramp tayo na, ayan na, urgent na, most important. Tapos yun na nga, kaya na-fall tayo into the trap of either procrastination, not motivated, or aligaga tayo na matapos yung nabu-burn out na tayo. So yun.
Kulang yung oras. Because I really wanted to be like a 30-minute, like very short, but it's really grabe gold mine yung mga sinasabi mo, Sis Chai. And even me, I really want to talk to you all day na. Parang kulang yung isang araw kung mag-uusap tayo about this. But I think I really need to get you on next time. I want this
Sure.
time productivity, really like a valuable lesson for everyone and for me also. So siguro after this pwede ka nang mag-coaching.
I have a webinar this coming June. Siguro mga mid siya ng June. So, siguro yung mga listeners mo can just ask you about it. And then I I I can share it with you and your listener, of course.
Sige, I think I would love that and give me information so I can add the
This is
info.
about time management. Time management, of course, when I say time management, it's life management. So,
Yes.
hindi siya whole day or ano, via Zoom lang siya. So, limited hours lang rin. Pero, this will, feeling ko, will gonna have a big help. Especially, kasi naranasan ko na. So, gusto ko na siyang i-share sa mga tao so that hindi lang na ano siya sa akin, na-stuck siya sa akin. So,
I
yun.
agree. I agree with that. So, before anything else, so I'll make sure na I will get you into another interview, Sis Chai. Like at least a 30-minute call. Kasi I think ang time management topic or this is life management topic Ang promise. Parang kulang yung isang webinar or isang 30 minutes, kahit 1 hour interview pa yan. Kasi we need to put it into action, put it into focus.
Mm.
Lalo na yung mga sinasabi mo na important. Mismo ako sabi ko, okay, parang ang bilis. So, pero may pa ako grabe at gagawin natin yon mga listeners. Like, list the most important and most urgent things. Tama ba? Na
List all your tasks
all
for
your
the
tasks
week or for
first.
the day.
Yes, first.
Yes, and
Mm.
then pumili ka doon ng isa na, as in, needle mover mo talaga. Yung parang pagka hindi mo siya nagawa, yung parang hindi ka magkakapera.
Mm.
Kasi, yun talaga naman, di ba? Tapos,
Oo.
yun
Mm.
yung urgent and important mo. And then, pili ka uli, 1 to 3 tasks that you can do. Yun yung susunod mong gagawin after mo nagawa yung urgent and most important task mo. And then the rest, you can just delegate or eliminate. Para hindi ka overwhelmed. Alam mo, alam mo sa totoo, no? Um, Ako, honestly, sa sarili ko, gusto ko ng time freedom. And sa ngayon, nagagawa ko na siya. Pero wala pa akong, hindi pa ako dumadating sa point na yan. Um, honestly financially free ako. Like, ano ba yung definition of financially free ko? And sa akin na lang siya. Pero as of now, hindi pa ako dumadating sa ganun. But I'm so proud of myself kasi dumating na ako sa time freedom na alam mo yun, unimaginable yung feeling. Kaya gusto kong i-share.
Grabe.
Gusto kong i-share sa'yo. Kasi gusto ko
Grabe,
na
ang
hindi lang
galing.
ako yung maka-appreciate, maka-experience ng ganito na, alam mo yun, pagka halimbawa ngayon, pag inaya mo kung pumunta ng CDO, pupunta ako talaga dyan. Mga ganyan.
Grabe yung time management and life management mo that you experience the freedom you really desire before. And Kasi I believe, Sis Chai, before you got into that situation, grabe din yung pinagdaanan mo. Tama? Yung
Oh,
grabe
yeah.
yung struggle. And I really want to know more deeper about that. So I want you to come on to the next episode of this is. So maybe I'll give you every time to talk about everything. So hindi na ako magsasalita. Parang ikaw na lang. Joke lang. So before anything else, because I need to cut this, like I really want it to be short and sweet, but the next episode I really want to invite you, Sis Chai, sa next segment. May segment na
Kala
ganun.
ko sa video. Joke lang.
O pwede dito na. So yan, so before we end this, Sis Chai, if you could give one piece of advice to our listeners about time management. I know you have given a while ago na. But just one piece of advice this time na pwedeng gawin namin or ng mga listeners na a beginner friendly thing na gagawin talaga. Ano 'yun? Sa dami ng sinabi mo kanina. What will be your unang-unang advice na for us to, step into time freedom?
I think you first need to decide. Wala nang, ah, hindi na ako magbibigay ng kahit anong advice. But I just want you listening to this right now or you watching to this right now. I just want you to decide. Do you still want that life that you're having right now? Or you wanted to have something better? It's up to you. It's up to you to decide. Kasi kahit anong sabihin ko sa'yo, kahit anong ituro ko sa'yo, if you in yourself is not decided or half-minded about it, walang mangyayari. Motivation can only do so much, but it's still up to you, inside you, if you really want the transformation, the productivity, the time freedom. If you really want it, you really need to decide.
Congratulations, everyone! We got a life coach from the Philippines. Mostly mga life coach nakikita ko lang sa mga foreigners. But
Kasi yan,
grabe yung
yan na talaga, uh, in this era of our age, yan na talaga yung um, paano ba? Hindi na tayo yung katulad nung dati na masyadong studios and everything. Actually, ngayon, it's yung mga applicants hindi na tinitingnan um based on their educational background, although still does matter, still does matter ha, kasi yung skills kailangan, but most importantly yung character niya yung tinitingnan ngayon. That's why there's so many coaches, hindi pa nga siya dito pala masyadong popular sa Philippines, but abroad sobrang dami na. And sobrang helpful din kasi ng mga ganun.
I agree.
Kasi
I
hindi
agree. And
ako
that
pupunta sa ganitong state kung hindi ako nag-enroll din sa mga coaches. So yun.
so I agree. And that is why I really decided to do this
Yeah.
thing, to do this podcast and to interview people that I really believe can give something mind nuggets to our listeners. And not only to our listeners, but ako mismo na nag-i-interview, I really learned a lot. And there's really a fresh revelation. Fresh na mga lessons and everything. So thank you so much, Sis Chai. And thank you for that. So all we need to do as a first step, no, is to decide. Decide if you really want to stay on that. Okay ka na ba dyan sa buhay mo? Like, know yourself. Tama, di ba yung sinabi mo, Sis Chai, na know yourself, tapos decide. Pag nakita mo na it's not good, then decide to do more better. Di ba? Yung decide na hindi ka magsa-stuck dyan sa buhay na yan. Sa nangyayari sa buhay mo. And Sis Chai, my struggle last year, 'di ba? So I really, dami din nung pinagdaanan ko at tsaka I really decide. Yun lang din eh. Decide something na ayoko talagang ma-stuck ako dito. So I really want to know more about time productivity and time management is Chai. But our time is so short right now. But let's keep in touch and gustong gusto ko you go back into this interview maybe next time if may chance pa. If may time pa. So, alam ko may time yan. So,
Yeah,
let's
I
do
have
it
one
again.
for you.
Yeah, thank you so much. So, I really want to know more. Marami akong questions dito, alam mo yan. Ba't di ko na lang inano lahat? Because, ang bilis lang pala ng oras. Di ko na namalayan.
Oh, alright.
Oo, we are almost 40 minutes na. So, yan, thank you so much to our listeners. And Chai, thank you kasi pinayagan mo akong ma-interview ka and pumayag ka na to share your experience and your talent yung ano mo yung talent yun yung magkakaroon ka ng time freedom, grabe yun. Ma-explain mo dito kung ano yung mga ginagawa mo at ito is free. Grabe pag sa iba babayaran to, 'di ba? Sis Chai, ikaw pa nga is nag-enroll pa. But dito pag you just spread your knowledge for free to the listeners. And it is a really big help. So I need everyone, to take action, decide,
Yeah.
'di ba? So, yun lang. Thank you so much everyone. Thank you Sis Chai for your insights,
Thank
and I
you.
just want to remind everyone, to all the listeners, to subscribe to this podcast and to listen for more kasi I really prepare people to come into the show and to share. Grabe yung mga nuggets na makukuha nyo dito kasi it will be a, life-changing nuggets. Kasi pag gagawin mo lang yung mga sinabi ng mga guest or ng mga upcoming guests at kahit dito kay Sis Chai, grabe, you will really learn and change, a bit of those struggles. I believe na ma-overcome mo yan. So, thank you so much everyone. And again, this is Adulting with Faith with Nisa. And hello Philippines, hello Cagayan de Oro. See you on the next episode. Bye!